I am not sure if this is live streaming right now, but if it is, what is up, everyone? I'm about to check YouTube real quick to see if this shit is on. Oh, it says I'm live. And it's green. There are 3 people watching. What's up, everybody? Everybody. Oh, alright, yeah, so check this out. Yeah, we would... Oh, damn. Can you guys see the pictures? Or is it like... It's just pictures, you know? Shouldn't be too... I don't know. I figured it might be blurry, but I hope it's not like... I don't know. Alright, but yeah, let's load up with some questions. What's up, everybody? Damn, we got 9 people watching. Sup? Audio, yeah, I'm only doing audio because apparently my internet is so shitty. If I do video, I can turn the camera on and show you guys. But yeah, whenever I do video, or whenever I try to do video and audio at the same time, live streaming, it like looks horrible. So I'm just gonna try to do audio and just show some pictures and talk about some Game of Thrones. I'm actually nervous right now. Can you believe it? I'm not on camera and I'm actually nervous. How's everybody doing? Let me pull this chat up because I gotta attend this chat. Hell yeah, hour and 45. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Bombshell, Miss L? What's up, Romeo? What's up, Julia? What's up, Mistress of Night 69? Ryan Noski, Aquarius. Pooh Bear with me. Brian, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Yeah, I threw up some pictures. I do want to talk about the plot leaks, but I was also gonna do like a Q&A too. So if you guys want to get any of my, just a precursor, they're gonna be. I'm current up to spoilers up until like the last video that I did. So that week, that was like the last week. Well, no, I've done videos since then, but like the last spoilers Game of Thrones video I did, which was, I don't know, it was like sometime in November, but I'm like 3 months behind, like 2 months behind on spoilers. So, you know, I will be talking about a few of those, but I try to stay away. And if not, then oh well, you know, I'll try to forget by then. I just haven't been going to, you know, Watchers on the Wall like I always do. I've been staying away from that. I've been on Twitter though. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm like regularly on Twitter. Oh, alright, so it says it went from the video output is low now. See, damn it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I have this window open, like watching myself. Well, not watch myself, but watching these pictures. Alright, cool, we got some questions. This is from Ryan Nosking. He says, do you think Catelyn set Ned agreeing to be handed the king? Sorry, I got lost. I got lost to reading something real quick. Hang on. Okay, so I think you're saying, do you think Catelyn set up Ned by like agreeing for Ned to be handed the king? And then he said new videos show how she was very suspicious in her first couple POV chapters, setting that up to be. Oh man, that's some deep love. I'm honestly not prepared for that question at all. I don't know. I might come. Let's come back to that. Let's see. Do you think there's? Sorry, I don't mean to skip that, but I honestly wasn't prepared for that. That in combination with me being nervous, you know, because I haven't been live in a while. I'm just, you know, I'll come back to that one. But I have not forgotten you, Ryan Noski. All right, so we got a question, another question here from Pooh Bear with me. Let me get on the ball a little bit. Let me answer a couple and then, you know, ease back into it. That's what she said. Huh? Alright, so the mic is kind of off to the side, so if you hear the audio fading in and out, it's because I'm turning my head to look at the computer screen. It's bootleg. Like, if anybody was around when it was supposed to start, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Alright, so we have some questions piling up. Alright, so do you think there is a reason or significance to the three-eyed raven being fire and the new one being ice? Okay, so you're saying him being a Targaryen, the old blood raven being a Targaryen, and the new one being a Stark? I don't know, man. I honestly never thought about that. But I will say this, like, in my experience with Game of Thrones, two major things. History repeats itself, and the significance of those two elements, ice and fire, are constantly going to bring themselves back up. Like, whether it's in side stories or characters telling another character a story or a POV chapter, you know, anything like, it's all going to be related back to that. That's a very good point. I definitely think there is a lot of significance now that you said it. That's a good idea. I got to bring that up in maybe a future live discussion and be like, yeah, I just thought of that all on my own. Good one, dude. Good one. I like that. There's a lot of significance in that. All right, so Q&A, Mistress of Night 69. I don't mean to be speeding through this, but I just drank like probably half a glass of soda, you know, in order to get ready for that. Maybe that's probably what put me on edge. All that sugar and caffeine. All right, but yeah. So anyway, Q&A. You think we're going to see a flashback of Rhaegar Targaryen? Hell yes. Let me finish the question. Or will he be revealed to secretly be still alive? Okay, so that last part, I'll answer that first. I don't think that's going to happen. I think if they were going to do that, they should have went with, you know, everyone who reads the novels, we all have this theory that it's Mance Rayder is Rhaegar. You know, there's a few different reasons, but if the show was going to do that and Rhaegar still being alive, they had the chance with doing it with Mance. Honestly, they would have cast a different actor. No offense to the actor they cast to play Mance Rayder, but that dude, you know, I mean, the way the way Mance is described in the books, he looks a little bit similar to how they cast him on the show, but there's more so reason in the novels to believe that. But yeah, and what was the first part of the question? Yes, Rhaegar Targaryen in a flashback. Hell yeah, it'll probably be at, I was about to say Tower of Joy. What I meant to say was Tourney at Harrenhal, and hopefully we get another one. Everybody wants to see the battle at the Trident with Robert. But I don't know. I think it will probably just be, you know, we'll get the Night of the Laughing Tree. I don't even think we'll get enough. You know what? Let me take a step back for a second before I say that I don't think we'll get certain flashbacks or enough time with certain flashbacks. They went back to the Tower of Joy a few times last season. And we just got the news earlier that Dan and Dave, or at least I started to read Watchers on the Wall, part of one of their newest articles, and I was like, hey, look, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that right now because I'll find out all that new information, and I don't know. But anyway, I did see that Dan and Dave are supposedly pushing for more episodes in Season 8. So there will be more than 6 episodes. And also, you know, Emergency Awesome, he had mentioned in the video, and I didn't really see it in the article, and I didn't want to, like I said, read too much into it, but they were saying there's a spin-off confirmation. Nah, basically when I was watching this video, I realized that was just something that he named the video so that people would click on it. It's called clickbait. We all use it. It's part of being a YouTuber. Can't get mad at, okay, you can get mad at certain types of clickbait because it's just blatant shit. And you know what? A lot of YouTubers get, you know, we all get using those. But, all right, we're getting sidetracked here. Questions. All right. This is from Aquarius. Is Little Sam Gilly's first baby? Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's a good question. I have to look that up. Shelly says since there's only 14 people, we should all be on the live stream through Google. I don't. Would Hangouts let you have 14 people on a Hangout session? That would be dope. Trial by trivia. What's up, dude? Hell yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the spoilers too, man. But look, if they come up, they come up. We still have, like, I'd say at least 5 months before the season starts. So there's lots of forgetting time. But yeah, shout out to Trial by Trivia. Make sure you guys go check out his channel, or their channel. I think it's a group of people. But yeah, back to that. I don't know if 14 people, that would be nuts. I know my computer couldn't handle it. I recently found out, I think Benjamin, if you're watching right now or if you go back and watch this video, I think the problem with my fucking computer, not alone with my internet being screwy, is one of my processors. I have a Core i5 Pro processor in my laptop, and one of the cores is not functioning properly. So I think I have to replace that, and, you know, hopefully I can replace that. If I order it new or used, it's like anywhere from $100 to $200. Definitely not worth doing that because the laptop is a few years old. But anyway, yeah, long story short, if you guys were watching when I was trying to do some live streams on this channel, my gaming channel, it was fucking up. And I got like a new chroma key screen, and I was trying to test it out and all this good shit, and it was like super laggy, so I just deleted it. But yeah, I will get around to using that. I will. 16 people? No way. I don't believe that. Maybe not streaming live. Maybe like in a regular conversation, possibly. But streaming live, 16 people? That's insane. You would have to have like a referee to set up designated talk time. That would be hilarious. All right, next question. Is Arya Lady Stoneheart now? Okay. I remember halfway through season 6, a lot of people kept saying Lady Stoneheart's storyline is going to be passed on to Sansa. Honestly, Sansa, since I've rewatched the season like 17 times right now, you still kind of disappointed me. It was like when you're watching it. Okay, I'm not talking bad about season 6 at all. Let me clarify that real quick. But look, me and Sansa have a long history of like, okay, I feel you as a character, I don't feel you as a character. I read a few of your chapters, I don't really like you so much. I watch you a little bit on the show, you're really pretty, I like you some more. You know what I'm saying? So we had that kind of relationship going back and forth all the time. But yeah, so anyway, a lot of people thought Sansa was going to get Lady Stoneheart's storyline, and this question was, did Arya have it? Or is Arya going to have it? If you guys watch, it's one of my I bring this up in like almost every video, but one of my most watched videos, I predicted, gave some of my super early, like a week after the finale aired, super early House Stark predictions before they even started filming nothing, and I mentioned how I thought that Arya was probably going to go meet up with the Brotherhood, and she was going to have this conflict between her and the Hound, trying to basically, I hope the picture is showing the Hound right now. I haven't even been paying attention to this damn slideshow, but it might be showing a picture of the Night King or Jon fucking Snow. I don't know. But anyway, we're talking about Arya. So yeah, I think that Arya will, I'm gonna stick by that prediction, even though we know some spoilers now, so it's kind of cheating. But yeah, so anyway, when you touch back on that early, I said that basically she's gonna be, having an interesting type of relationship with the Hound, in the sense that the Hound has already done what she's about to do, which is basically, killing the Freys probably wasn't enough, because she had to kill them, bake them into a pie, and then she had to kill Walder Frey. It was all quick. It's revenge is like probably like you could call it an illness. You know what I mean? So she knows that, or at least she thinks that the Faceless. I'm not saying that I think the Faceless Men are after her, but I'm saying she probably feels safe in the sense that everyone thinks she's dead. She hasn't been seen for a while. From what she thinks at least, she knows that her house's reputation is like, ain't nobody out there like, oh, watch out for the Starks. And okay, until the word spreads about the battle in the north. See, I keep stumbling over my words. This is why usually it's good to have a little dialogue to go along with little story guide line, whatever. But yeah. So basically, Arya and the Hound, they're going to have an interesting relationship. The Hound's going to be like, look, you don't need to go and take out all this revenge. You need to really think about what's important, and what's important right now, since the end of the world is coming, is fucking chickens. No, I'm just kidding. Is being with your family. You need to go be with your family. And I think he will succeed at first in convincing her to go. Of course, she's going to go be with her family. She wants to be with him. And like I said, if there's been spoilers that came out past, like, the last week of November about Arya meeting up with, like, there's official photos, please. I mean, look, I can't control what you do as a person, but I would prefer it if you didn't type that in the chat. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but if there are, and I'm kind of blindly predicting this right now, if she does end up meeting up back with her family, I think I hope she runs into the Hound first, and I hope he's the one that kind of convinces her, like, look, stop looking for more Freys real quick, go home. We're headed to the north anyway. We're about to go help your brother. You need to go be with him. The fucking White Walkers are coming. You need to go, be with your family. Alright, so I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Let me see what's going on over here. Alright, so let's see. Alright, back up to is Arya Trial by Trivia. If you're ever interested in getting... Hell yeah, dude. Let me know about that. I'm definitely interested in on that. Killer, son. Hell yeah, hit me up with that, dude. Oh man. Is Arya going to meet her wolf next season? Arya and Nymeria. Hell yeah. I mean, look, it's fan service, and I think honestly, it's like a double-edged sword if she does see her wolf, because book fans will be like, well, yeah, we kind of expected that. Show fans will be like, who the fuck is Nymeria? You know what I mean? People who have only watched the show, they'll be like, who is this? Obviously, the show will do one of those things before the episode airs where they'll flash back and show everyone, like, hey, you remember Arya's direwolf way back in season 2? She set her loose. Somehow she's still alive, and no one, like, killed the giant fucking wolf that's been roaming. Okay, the direwolves in the novels are a lot bigger, but somehow no one killed the wolf that's been roaming around. You know, like, people will be like, oh, it's just fan service. Like, you know, and they'll also be like, oh, it's cool that we get to see that. And then, honestly, you gotta look at it like this. Double-edged sword. If Nymeria does show up, she will be shortly killed thereafter, because they're going to be saving all of their money for the fucking dragon scenes. And excuse my language. Excuse my language. Sorry about that. All right. I keep going on these tangents. This is how we do it. This is what happens when you stay off of YouTube talking about Game of Thrones for a while, because you love the show so much. You think, why would I, like, you know, last year when I made this channel, which honestly, yo, I just realized this, this is why I might have initially wanted to make this live stream. Like, literally in 1 hour, I would have been on YouTube for exactly 1 year. Exactly 1 year. It's like January 16th was the first time I uploaded my first video. That if you go and look at the videos, it's a little bit of a different date, and I've explained it a few times. But basically, that first video got deleted because it was cringy, and those first videos that are up there now, they're still extremely cringy. I just left them up there. But anyway, so yeah, getting back on task there, what I did was, I was like, look, not only did I partially predict, because I followed up to date with the spoilers last season, it was just like everything that happened, every major event of season 6, it was like, yeah, it was exciting because I was watching it, and then I also got to talk to like thousands of people on YouTube about the show. So of course it gets me excited about that, but then it ruins the show as just from a fan standpoint, because you fucking know everything, or at least you're expecting it. You know what I mean? And honestly, people could say like, oh, well, a lot of my friends that don't really watch the show, or don't really read the novels or play or go on YouTube or do anything like that, they just basically watch the show. They'll be like, yeah, man, you ruined it because you read the books, or you know all that extra information, and that's what ruined it. Like, honestly, they're right in that sense. Like, yeah, it's like you have that edge because you kind of know what's coming, but it also ruins it, because especially when you get in as deep into it as starting a fucking YouTube channel, that kind of puts you. Not only are you talking about your own opinion, but you get to talk with, like I said, like thousands of other people's opinion. You know what I mean? So it's like a double-edged sword. We using that metaphor a lot tonight. Or maybe it's the same use. I'm just going back to using. How many people we got viewing? 14. This is the longest. This is the most amount of people I've had watch me in a while. What's up, everyone in the chat? Let's keep those questions coming. Hell yeah, look, it's like, yeah, avoiding spoilers is like one of those things. The only way to truly avoid spoilers is to avoid the internet. And like, if you avoid the internet, you will be successful in avoid. You know what I mean? Like, I used to just think like, oh, like the episode's coming on Sunday, let me just stay off of Twitter, or let me just stay off of Facebook, or let me not go on the spoiler sites and on Reddit. Let me just, remain neutral until after I watch the episode. But that didn't work, because I still knew what was gonna happen. Because before the season started, I was in a live stream with other YouTubers, and we all honestly, if you go through all those live streams, you could probably string together the entire season and give one major prediction to every YouTuber. Like, literally everyone that I did a stream with, you could probably attribute at least one major event that was purely predicted. Of course, everyone knows the spoilers, but it doesn't matter because the season hadn't aired yet, so nothing is official until you watch it on screen, unless you're, unless you work for HBO and you're like in the production company that's editing it. Kind of just went on a tangent there. I might go grab some water or soda. But yeah, so what would you guys be doing right now if, oh look, hey, let's talk about the pictures. That's what they're up there for. All right, so this kid right here. Look, I don't know what you guys think. By the way, if you haven't already done so, please slap a like on this video and subscribe. There will be more Game of Thrones content. I keep saying that, it'll happen. That's why I left it broad in that video that I think I now have since deleted. But I basically said, next year, more videos. But yeah, nah, they're coming. It takes a lot of time. They're very time consuming. You know what I mean? And not to mention, when you stay off the spoiler sites, when you're not reading the spoilers, you don't really exactly get inspired to make videos as often. You know what I mean? You can only do but so many prediction videos. That's one of the things I've learned myself. Real quick, shout out to King McKay. He was in the live stream earlier, or he was in the chat earlier. And when I was supposed to originally start this live stream, and I screwed everything up, so that's why I started, like an hour and a half later. But yeah, shout out to him. He did this video where he did like a mashup of a lot of Game of Thrones YouTubers, and yeah, hell yeah, you guys should go check out his channel, and if you haven't already done so, you should go subscribe. All right, enough of me telling you guys what to do. All right, so here we are. We're talking about this kid. I think I'll just keep it short. I think he's one of the, when everybody sees a new character, we all shit. It already flipped over. Whenever everyone sees a new character, we all get excited, and then you start to over speculate. But basically, I think that kid is just the kid of. He might be the kid of one of the Umbers, or one of the Karstarks who. They're the leader of those houses are all dead, so maybe there's some of their kids, but I definitely don't think it's Tormund's daughter. I will say that's a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, so why is there a picture of the dragon? I don't even realize. I must have not realized that I put this picture in there, because I literally cannot think of why this would be in there. But hey, it looks cool, right? Looks really cool, actually. That's what she said. Thank you, Aquarius. Hell yeah, happy YouTube anniversary. Do you think Peter Baelish will be? Hell yeah, he'll be in season 8. Wait, no, sorry. The season season 7 is the next season. Do I think he'll be in the final season? I hope not, man. I hope not. I know there are a lot of Peter Baelish fans. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. I just don't like him. You know what I mean? It's something about. Have you guys? Recently, I rewatched Batman, the last of the Chris Nolan films, the one from the mid 2000s to the one with fucking Bane. When Bane's in a plane, and he's he's beating the pilot dude up. That pilot, that's Baelish. He just doesn't have a mustache, and he actually says he says a line. He says some shit like, "If I pull that mask off, do you think it'll hurt?" And he was like, "It will." Or hang on, let me do my Bane impression. He goes, "It will." And then Baelish is like, he kind of makes his face like, "Oh shit, really?" And he's like, obviously he's handcuffed and he's tied up, and I don't really describe the whole scene because there's no point in doing that. But it was just funny because, like, if I look at the way he died in that movie, I hope he dies, I just don't like him. So no, I don't see him being in season 8, not because I don't like him, but just because I don't see him surviving past like episode 4 or 5. And a lot of people will probably be pissed about that because he's had one of those arcs that's been growing the entire season. And I'm not really touching on the books right now, but in the entire television series, he's had one of those arcs that's been, building throughout the entire series, and he's honestly never been touched. Like, literally, he's been threatened by Cersei. That's honestly the only time, he's been made felt uncomfortable at best. Everyone else has, there's people that have been raped. There's people that have been there are people that dead. There are people that dead. There are people that are dead. There are people that have been killed. He's like, I don't know. He's got something coming, and if he doesn't die this season, he will be changed forever as a character. Meaning, like, we'll be able to trust him completely. So, like, basically his balls are gonna be cut. You know what I mean? Like, he'll be put in line, if not killed. You know what I mean? Like, either Arya will kill him, or Arya will basically come to the point of killing him. Or maybe Arya will make him think that he's dead. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to say when you stay away from spoilers, especially since I don't really know too many spoilers about Arya this season. And I haven't stayed away from all spoilers, don't get me wrong. But I also do the in one ear, out the other method. So if you like point to a particular spoiler, unless it's in the plot leak, because I made like 4 videos on those, so I do, know the plot leak pretty well. But all the other spoilers, like today, this actor was seen at this time, other than the major ones, like, spoiler alert real quick, but when Jon meets up with Daenerys, other than that, and like, Gendry showing up, other than that, I've been kind of staying away from it. Yeah. Spoiler alert for the chat real quick. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what's going on with these pictures. We can talk about the pictures again. Alright, so There he is. We're speaking of the devil. He pops up. Like I'm not looking. I'm looking at the chat. I have the chat up for the most of the part of the time, but occasionally I'll flip back to my OBS, and that's what's showing me what you guys are seeing, which is the screenshot. Once again, if you guys are just now tuning in, I don't know how many people are watching, but yeah, please slap a like on this video and make sure you subscribe. There will be Game of Thrones stuff on this channel. I promise. You know, Westworld's over, and I honestly slacked out. I did a Westworld video, got like 27,000 views, and I wasn't confident in that video, but I will say ill-researched. I was in the middle of, you know, like trying to put out Game of Thrones videos on time off from like like my real job. I'm not gonna say YouTube isn't a real job, because some people can do it as a real job and be very successful. Very successful. Like, it was funny when I first started talking about YouTube to a lot of the people I know. They were like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Sounds like a good way to, you know, talk about your hobbies." And I'll explain to them how much certain people make, like not just from views on YouTube, like sponsorships. Sometimes you don't even have to get views on YouTube to really like make a living off of it. You get paid promotions and paid sponsors. Look, dude, tangent, bring it back in. Game of Thrones. All right. Yeah, thank you guys. Ooh, let me share this to Twitter real quick, because this is the actual one. Can anyone who has a Twitter account, can you share this to your Twitter feed? Or not your Twitter feed, you just like tweet it. I'm gonna tweet mine now and actually post it to Facebook, because this is the real one. Is there it says video output is low, but I'm not outputting any video, so screw you. Alright, so let's hop back in. Whoa, what's going on there? Arya kills Mel and makes Lightbringer. She's the I don't think so. That was a little bit. He just went Preston Jacobs on us. No, I'm just kidding. Preston Jacobs is a shit. I don't even know why I said that. I said that like that was, like I was saying something. Maybe. But I didn't mean anything. Yeah, dude. Screw Peter Baelish. Like, I've done several videos where, you know, one of the things I say in the video is like how much I hate Peter Baelish, and it's not for legitimate reasons. I don't have legit reasons for hating this dude, because honestly, like everyone says that likes him, he plays the game very well. Yes, he does, but he plays the game like a fucking weasel. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I just tend to root for people who play the game with a little bit of, what is it called? Honor. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of that. You need a little bit of honor, not so much of a spineless coward type way of playing it. Like, you know, trying to manipulate everyone. Well, I guess he is successful, but I'm telling you, he's coming to a bloody end, and people are gonna be pissed about the way he dies this season. Oh shit, I've already said too much. But yeah. All right, so yeah, let's get some questions coming. Get some questions going. How the hell am I supposed to share this to the chat? Not share it to the chat, share it to Twitter. Alright, so let me mute myself so that, alright, there we go. Oh shit, 15 likes, hell yeah. Thank you all, everyone. Thank you all, everyone. Yo, I cracked myself up. Alright, so I'm tweeting this right now, and then I'll get back in the chat and see if you guys have some questions. I hope you guys got some questions coming, right? It's called a Q&A. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me changing, child. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not gonna suggest that, because I honestly don't want to do that. I was about to suggest something, but maybe later. Maybe later. Alright, so it looks like we have a few other people that might not be too big of Peter Baelish fans. Yes. Let's see. Peter's days are numbered. Hell yeah, they are. Where does Varys end up? Does he ever give his life for the throne? Honestly, I see Varys. If Varys isn't like one of the last people, you know, he has the potential of being sort of like, if if you have every single main character, and when I say main character, I mean the ones who get the most screen time. If you have Tyrion, Daenerys, and okay, I guess we could say Cersei. Tyrion, Daenerys, Jon Snow again, Daenerys and Cersei. If you have those 4 people die, if Sam and Varys are left over, you kind of, you know, everyone will be sad, but true song. I'm not even gonna say true book readers. I'm just gonna say true fans of just the entire, you know, Song of Ice and Fire, the entire universe will know that the ending's gonna be bittersweet. So that could be a good bittersweet ending. All of those people die. Every single last, all the 4 of those people I just listed. Now I guess I'll list them again. Damn it. Cersei, Tyrion. I didn't say Jaime, you know, because I'm just talking about. I'm just speaking pretty generally. But Tyrion, Daenerys, Jon Snow, Cersei, and fuck. See, I forgot already. But yeah, you just have like almost every single character that you want, that everyone has like a big fan of. They all die, but then you have someone like either Varys or Sam alive at the end. You kind of know everything will eventually be all right. You know what I mean? Because they have enough either knowledge or enough, you know, like I don't, yeah, enough. We'll just keeping it real vague, like enough personality to carry on, you know, for the rest of the show. So it'll be bittersweet in the sense that we'll know Westeros will carry on, we know Planetos will carry on, but it's also very bitter because you lost every single person that you thought at least one of them would survive, but not. No, they all did. They all died, and it's someone like Sam or Varys that are left over. You know what I mean? Plus one potential leader, unless it would be. I see. That's the thing. I'm not saying that I could see either one of those characters being a leader, but I can see if one of them is alive, whoever does become leader, which will most likely be someone that no one wants to become leader, as long as they have them around. I don't know. Hound will call out his bullshit. Hell yeah, the Hound. Are you talking about the Hound calling out Peter Baelish on his bullshit? That would be fucking dope. You know, the Hound, everybody, you know, all you guys know the Hound is one of my favorite characters. So him calling out one of my least favorite characters, that would be amazing. If the audio sounds like it's moving right now, it's because it is. Jon Snow. Hey, look. See, that's the thing. I don't think we're gonna get Lightbringer in the sense like a flaming sword. You know, I think Lightbringer is going. It's a metaphor, obviously. So I think it's going to be like. It could okay. So we could have the flaming sword. We could have the Azor Ahai piercing his lover or his bride, whatever you want to call it, for the show. We're talking about for the show. So that's why I'm being so vague. But you could have that scene where, you know, he has to kill that person in order to save the world. Obviously, it might be with being stabbed through the heart. You know, it might be another way, but just someone who's destined to save the world has to sacrifice the person they care about the most. You might have that, or you might have it in another way where Daenerys is Azor Ahai, yeah, woo, and Lightbringer is her dragons. So all of her dragons will die, and then magic dies in the world. You know, because her dragons technically brought it back. There's a whole lot into that. You can't see. I'm playing a dangerous game here. I'm being vague, but look, her dragons brought the magic into the world, and if they all die, you know, she has to sacrifice them for saving the world. That's that symbolism of Nissa Nissa being stabbed through the heart. She's like having to use her flaming sword to sacrifice. The sword themselves is what, or the sword, the dragons. The dragon being, you know, what if Daenerys never, she knows she's never going to have kids again, so what if she never does marry and everyone thinks she's planning on marrying? What if she does, but then she realizes that she doesn't have time to marry, and the person that maybe she's suited to marry would be like, Jon Snow or something, and he dies. So she realizes that her one true love after Khal Drogo has been her dragons, Drogon, you know, her kids. So that kind of relationship is what it's translated into. It's like you don't have that physical relationship between a male and a female. It's more of a bond between a mother and a child. Do you get what I'm saying? Dropping bombshells like fucking nukes. We're talking about a little bit of both, I guess. It's impossible to talk about one and not bring up the other. We'll say that. Answering Gloria Brown's question. The one about, are we talking about books or show? I gotta go take a leak real quick. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute the microphone so you guys don't have to listen to me pee. Pee. Who says pee? Who are you, late? Oh, no, no, no. No one lost the feed. I just stepped away to go use the bathroom, and then I decided not only did I have to pee, but I was also thirsty. So then I grabbed some water. Oh. Yeah, getting back on task here. Yeah, I just turned my microphone all the way down so you guys didn't have to hear the toilet. If they do the sword, if they do go the sword route, okay, so I have a question for you guys. If they go the route of like Nissa Nissa, sword, stabbed through the heart, turns flaming, if they do that, who do you think Azor Ahai would have to be to kill? Because honestly, all of my potentials for Azor Ahai, none of them have someone who would qualify to be Nissa Nissa. None of them. They all had someone, but they already lost that person. So that's what's interesting. Like, who would play out that riddle? Like, who would it be? You can't say Jon and Daenerys, and if it is, I will fucking probably smash my TV because they have never met each other. So if they try to pull out that Nissa Nissa in the 13, 14 episodes we have left, that is shit. There is no character development in that. And I honestly would think that I'm watching a DC movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't mean to slay DC movies like that, but I'm just saying Suicide Squad, was everybody watching the same? That movie was crap. But yeah, it was just all over the place. It was like, they just rushed it. So I feel like if they do, who would be Nissa Nissa? You know what I mean? Let me check to see if my microphone's been back. Turn it back on. Alright, yeah, I did. Alright, cool. Cool, dude. Alright, so look, it's a picture of Daenerys. Alright, so we say they went out of their way to show that sword. Oh, you're talking about Dawn. Yeah, it's important in the sense that, like, they're trying to show you, okay, Azor Ahai was born under a bleeding star, Jon Snow. But, that could be misinterpreting. That's also... You know what? I know that no one likes this, and I'm just going to bring it up real quick, and I'm going to go back to all these questions in the chat. But... What do you guys think about the theory that Ned and Lyanna are Jon Snow's parents for the TV show? It was just interesting, like, when you go back and rewatch it, and then you read enough of different people saying something, and then you kind of battle it out with them, like you have theories that oppose each other, so you just comment battle, and then they kind of convince you, that might have happened, or might not have happened to me. I think I've read the comment battle, but basically they're saying that Ned and Lyanna are Jon Snow's parents. I know that is disgusting, but look, think about it. That's why he's like, he's stressed. Obviously he's stressed out because it's his sister, but he's just like, the person was basically saying, like, he's just a little bit too concerned, and he's like, the baby, or he's like, we've got to find, is there a midwife, or whatever it is that he says, like he's just in distress, and it could be. And you know what, they also pointed to, like, when you first see young Ned and young Lyanna, the first time you ever see Lyanna before she's like having Jon, they just show that that's a relationship. I know that, man, it's just too weird for me. You know what I mean? Exactly. It would be like, I don't know. I want to get some, tell me, what do you guys think about that? I do see Shelly says, ew. What do you guys think? Glory Brown says, Sansa dies, Sansa won't make it to the end. I like that. Sandals dies. I think, honestly, look, I have an up and down relationship with Sansa, like I was saying, but I wouldn't be upset. Like, if I had to choose a list of characters that are going to make it to the end, if Sansa was, Sansa obviously wouldn't be on my short list. It depends on how long my short list was, but, I wouldn't be too terrible. Obviously, I'd be the most pissed off if, okay, this is the scenario where I probably would be disappointed. If Daenerys dies and all three of her dragons. So check it out. If she lives and all three of her dragons dies, that's fine. If she dies and two of her dragons live and one of them, two of her dragons die and only one of them lives, I would be, it'd be bitter, but it would also be sweet because there would be one dragon left alive. So I'd be alright with that. But if all three of her dragons dies and she dies and, the boy Jon Snow dies, I would probably be pretty pissed off with that ending. That wouldn't be bitter and sweet at all. That would just be bitter. You know what I mean? But like I said, if one of those other characters like Samwell or Varys or I guess you could say Bran, you know, he's new blood raven. If one of them are left alive and everyone else dies, except for like there are still random people who live in Westeros, still people, you know, to carry on somewhat. That would be kind of cool. But like I said, I would be pissed if all three dragons and Daenerys died, or if everyone died just in general, and there was literally the only people that were left alive was no one of any sort of significance, like no one they've ever shown before. You know what I mean? Like honestly, if everyone died and Cersei was left alive, I would be pissed off, but I would also be satisfied. I would quickly become satisfied with that because I would realize obviously it's just a TV show, and all those people who fucking hate Cersei, like dude, oh man, that would be hilarious. You know how many, like, you could probably post a reaction. It obviously it would be cheating if you knew that she was gonna die ahead of time, but those people that did record it and then posted it, those views would instantly get like a million. It would be another red wedding thing. You know what I mean? Like that would be like everyone dies except for Cersei. That's probably like worst case scenario to a lot of people. No, Podrick Payne is not related to Ellen Payne. Just checking on the stream health here. I might be ending this pretty quickly just because I've got to get to bed. I gotta actually have to. That probably sounded like a fart, but I promise you it was not a fart. It was my office chair. It's really squeaky. But yeah, no, I have to get up pretty early tomorrow. So pretty early to me is like, I don't know, 7:30. I gotta wake up at 7:30 tomorrow. That's relatively pretty early. Does anyone who's watching right now watch? Yes, no, Podrick Payne is not related to Ilyn. Ilyn Payne is the executioner who had his tongue cut out. And Podrick was actually given the last name Payne, if I'm not mistaken, by Tyrion. Tyrion gave him that last name because he said it makes him sound bad for the TV show. He said it made him sound badass. But the stream health is actually green, so that's good. I think it stayed green most of this time. But like I said, I'm going to be ending this pretty soon. What I wanted to ask you guys was, does anyone here watch? You know what? I'm not gonna ask that because this is anyone who goes back and watches this can be like, why the hell did you start talking about that show? It's not Game of Thrones. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna answer the next 5 questions, and then I'll probably be wrapping it up there, just so I can keep it for under an hour. And I guess it would be a little bit manageable if anyone did want to go back and watch this. All right, so let's see if I've missed anything. Pooh Bear says, I want to know how the shame lady is doing. All right, so this is the first question. She says not well, but how not well? Like, you mean is she being like, I guess, raped by the Mountain? I don't know. That's kind of a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit morbid to picture, but of course no one likes the shame lady because she was annoying as hell. Did she deserve her fate? We don't really know if he did rape her. He could have just like tortured her. He could have like broken her fingers or something. You never know. You never know. But I feel like we will say she is not doing well. Like at all. She is probably up Shit's Creek without a paddle. She might even be dead. Like they might start out with like, you know, Cersei's. I don't know. I think Cersei will probably try to keep her alive as long as possible just so she could torture her. Alright. Oh yeah, they are distant cousins. Psych. I think if I'm not mistaken, aren't they spelled different? Like, aren't they spelled differently in the novels? I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Don't take that for literality. All right, so let's get a few more questions here, and like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping this up. So yeah, I did want you guys' opinion on so anyone who's watching this, you write down in the comment section, or if you're watching it right now, you can write in the chat. How would you feel if every single main character died? Look, we've got damn, see, I don't want to get distracted by the slideshow. But yeah, these are, see, we just have spoilers randomly popping up. So like, be careful what you click on YouTube. Sorry if you know, accidentally see a picture that you don't want to. But yeah, so anyway, how would you guys feel if Jon, Daenerys, Tyrion, Sansa, Arya, Bran, Sam, Baelish, if you want to put his punk ass on there, Varys, Grey Worm, Missandei, all of them died. And the only one left alive, even Jaime died too. The only one left alive is Cersei. And she's sitting on the Iron Throne. And the only people that are left alive are the people that are basically went with her to wherever she went to. You know, let's just say for whatever reason, Jon and all of them are successful and the dragons never make it to wherever it is Cersei goes to, whether she's not going to stay. If the battle doesn't go as planned and she's able to escape, she's not going to be in King's Landing anymore. Or if the battle goes as planned and she succeeds in fending off Daenerys because Daenerys doesn't send her whole fleet, she still wouldn't stay at King's Landing. She would go somewhere more fortified. Obviously, I don't know. I mean, we all want to see the Lannisters home. Like, I don't even really want to talk about it too much because that's going to make me stay on this video longer. But I'm just saying, like, I would love that, like, maybe, like, 5th episode, like, one of the 5th or 6th episode of the season, not the season finale, but, like, 5th or 6th episode, the episode starts with Reigns of Castamere. We all thought Cersei was dead, and she's sitting. You know what? This goes into a little bit of spoilers, so I'll say this, because I honestly don't think we're going. Damn, how much time is this in this live stream? So we've been on for what, 53 minutes or 52 minutes? Is that right? How many frames have I dropped? 40,000. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, back on track here. Spoiler alert. These are a little bit of spoilers that I do know. I believe Highgarden gets sacked, okay? Cersei, I want to see Casterly Rock. We all want to see Casterly Rock, but we might get to see it in like a flat. I'm just saying, how would you guys feel if Cersei was the one left on the throne? Write down in the comment section. Everyone else is dead. That's the bittersweet ending. It's like pretty much all bitter, which is keeping in theme with Game of Thrones. There's a lot of bitter with a little bit of sweet. And when you do get that little bit of sweet, hey, guess what? There's like 5 shots of bitter to wash that shit down with. But anyway, write down in the comment section or right up here in the chat, how would you feel if everyone died and Cersei was the one who was left sitting on the throne? Did the audio cut out? No, the audio should not have cut out. It did at one point earlier. I probably just stopped talking, and then when I stop talking, it goes silent. There's no other noise in the room right now. Yet everyone just tuning in. I'm actually about to be wrapping this up here. I was going to answer, at this point, we'll say 3 more questions. And then I'm going to be calling it quits just to keep it in under an hour so anyone who does want to go back and watch can potentially do so without feeling extremely overwhelmed. This was actually really fun. I'm glad you guys hung out with me. You know, I was afraid that there would only be like 2 or 3 people watching, like, you know, many of my live streams that technically don't exist if you didn't watch them because I deleted them. Like, many of those have gone. But yeah, if you haven't already done so, please slap a like on this video. I'm not ending it just yet, but I will be very shortly. Let's get those questions in. Let's get like 2 or 3 more questions in. The audio's cutting out on you. I think it's because I started doing something on the computer that's taking up more of my internet. And then I also have a few more people that are watching Netflix, so that's sucking up even more. Shout out to Lyanna Stark. What up, Lyanna? Alright, so we do have any questions? Do we have any? And that right there, everyone thinks that that's, or I saw a lot of people wanting to go with like that being Tormund's daughter. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think, hey, if she is, no doubt, but I think that that's one of the Lord's daughters, like not one of the ones who betrayed the Starks. I don't think she's a Karstark or number. I think she's just one of the Lord's daughters who they had to, you know, fill scenes with. They had to put Jon around another redhead because he sent Melisandre away. And I think one of the themes, George, okay, there is a lot of debate in this, but I think George, you know, just like as a fanboy, he's like, well, I see myself in all my characters, but George was married to a redhead for a very long time, so he's like, I'm going to put one of the main characters next to a redhead constantly. You know, first it was Ygritte, she's dead. You know, then it was Melisandre, he sent her away. You know, there's a few more redheads actually in the novels that aren't ever even on the show that are around Jon. Or okay, I'm going a little bit too far there, but I'm just saying, like, this right there, that's just another redhead for Jon to be around. I think hopefully she has some significance, but I just don't think that she's Tormund's daughter. I feel like that's, you know what? If Tormund, okay, spoiler alert, this is from the plot leak. If Tormund does die and that's his daughter, that would be an interesting introduction for her. Like maybe, what the fuck? No, that would make no sense. I went off on a tangent there. All right, but yeah, any questions real quick? Hell yeah, no doubt. Thank you guys. Thank y'all, for real. Thank y'all. Julia says they should make a sword for Jaime to attach to his arm like they did. Hey, that sounds like Merle from The Walking Dead. But look, I've been wanting Jaime to do something with that arm since I saw it cut off. I actually thought there was a little bit of hope. Before I read the books, when I was first viewing the show, I thought that it might get reattached. And I thought what might happen is, I was like, okay, it's going to get infected. That guy's dead. You know, that's before I knew anything about Game of Thrones. But I was like, what's going to happen is, they're fucking dumb medieval people, and they're going to reattach it, and no one's going to know about eating away all the dead bacteria, so it's just going to kill him slowly, and he's going to get sick. And I was like, I'll probably have to skip past a lot, because he's going to be throwing up all the time. Like, my head goes on crazy tangents, especially when I'm watching something new, where I have, like, no kind of preconceived notion about it. Like, I don't know whether it's bad, or I don't know what to expect, basically. That's the best time to catch my head in a train of thought, because it goes off crazy shit on a tangent. Like how I've been saying for the past 10 minutes that I'm going to end this live stream. I still haven't done so yet. Alright, but yeah, I want to thank you all so much. I'm looking for the questions, but I don't see any more. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. Like I said, if you haven't already done so, please slap a like on this video. Please subscribe for more action. My name's Mark, and this has been, hopefully, a successful run of Sir Hunt's Refuse. Alright, look. No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say I'm going to end it by singing, but I'm not going to sing. My voice is too dry right now, you know. Alright, but yeah. Y'all have a good one. This has been Sir Hunt's